Very tasty, tender, fragrant. For the whole family. Charlotte in a frying pan with apples sounds somehow unusual. Meanwhile, such a charlotte is baked even faster than in the oven, and in taste and structure it turns out to be just as tasty and airy. How to bake a charlotte in a frying pan with apples. Prepare all the necessary ingredients. Take large eggs, category Co. Use a pie pan with a thick bottom and non-stick coating. Apples can simply stick to a cast iron or thin frying pan. Therefore, before you cook such a charlotte, think about which pan you will cook it in so that you don't have to tear the pie off the pan later. The pie does not stick to a good frying pan. Combine the eggs with sugar and beat with a mixer until a fluffy light mass is obtained. The mass does not need to be beaten for longer than 4 minutes, otherwise you can beat the eggs and the biscuit will not rise. Many small bubbles should appear on the surface of the mass. You can add a little less sugar if you are afraid that the cake will turn out too sweet. Sift the flour with baking powder and add to the dough. Use the highest quality flour. Mix everything with a mixer until smooth at low speed. Flour may need a little more, so look at the consistency of your dough. It should be fluid, slightly viscous, and drain from the corolla with a wide ribbon. Wash the apples, cut in half, dry, and remove the core with the seeds. If the skin is hard, peel it too. Cut the prepared apples into not very thin slices. So that the charlotte does not turn out too cloying, it is better to use sweet and sour varieties of apples with green skin. Samarenko and Granny Smith varieties are ideal. Sour apples will create a good contrast with sweet dough. Brush the bottom and walls of the pan generously with butter and vegetable oil. If there is not enough oil, then the charlotte may stick slightly to the pan. Therefore, do not spare the butter. It should lie on the bottom in small pieces. The dough will absorb all the excess. The diameter of the frying pan is better to take not very small, so that the dough is evenly baked. I have a frying pan diameter of 26 centimeters. Put the apple slices in the pan. Pour the sponge dough evenly on top. Put the pan on medium heat and cover with a lid. Fry the charlotte for about 10 to 15 minutes, periodically holding a spatula between the dough and the walls of the pan so that the dough does not stick. When the dough is well gripped on top, it should be elastic. Turn the charlotte over with 2 spatulas. Cover the pan again with a lid and continue cooking the pie for about 7 to 10 minutes. Make sure that the bottom of the pie does not burn. You can turn down the heat to a small one. Transfer the finished charlotte to a platter and cut into pieces. Enjoy your meal.